Hi guys, welcome to 9th and 10th CBSE exams channel of Unacademy. Let's crack it. So I'm Shreya Kaushal and I'm your educator for 9th chemistry. I am presently a sociology final year student at Miranda House, University of Delhi. I'm also a civil services aspirant. I'm a musician. I love to sing. I love to play the ukulele. I am a painter and I'm also a reader. But most importantly, amongst all of these things, I'm your guide and I'm your friend and I'm your mentor through 9th standard CBSE chemistry. Alright, so let's get to study matter in our surroundings, जो कि है हमारा first chapter of 9th CBSE chemistry. But before we get into studying that, let's get to know a little about Unacademy. और जो Unacademy का platform है वो जो हमें benefits देते हैं, let's get to know a little about that. So, with Unacademy, we give you India's largest online learning platform and a very convenient and fun way to learn all of your comprehensive syllabus with the top educators in the country. अगर आप Unacademy यूज़ करते हैं then you must know about Unacademy Plus का subscription. Unacademy Plus के साथ you get so many benefits, you guys. Like, it's amazing. If I were in your position, मेरे time में Unacademy होता, then I would have topped my class for sure. Alright, because with Unacademy Plus you actually get so many benefits. You have daily live classes जहाँ पे आप अपने एजुकेटर यानी कि suppose I'm your educator, you can get to talk to me and you can get to engage in discussions with me. I conduct special like ask doubt sessions जहाँ पे आप मुझसे doubts पूछ सकते हैं. And like with every lesson I have dedicated answer poll questions every lesson के साथ, so that जैसे ही आप सीखे वैसे ही आप अपनी understanding test कर सके all while the class is going on. So ये सब live classes का part होती है. Apart from that, you have live tests and quizzes, so you get to evaluate your preparation. आप ये देख सकते हैं कि where do you stand amongst all of your classmates, your batchmates, and आपको एक detailed analysis मिलती है on your performance and how you have performed in this, ताकि आपको basically you get a sense of how much you've actually understood the chapter, right? Then it gets us to the third point, which is with Unacademy Plus you get structured courses. यानी कि आपका जो course जो हम आपको पढ़ाएंगे वो एकदम रहेगा in line with your syllabus in school. We will prepare you in such a way that you would be exam ready. All of your courses would be structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you prepare for it the best. And finally, like apart from all of this, you have unlimited access. Like आपको unlimited access मिलता है to all of the pre-recorded and the entire syllabus. You get to watch the recorded courses from the comfort of any of your devices. आप किसी भी device से देख सकते हैं. You get to watch live classes, pre-recorded classes. You get to evaluate yourself, regular tests, quizzes, structured courses. So guys, the benefits are just way too many and the prices are super affordable. So I would really suggest that if you're not an Unacademy Plus user, you must become a Plus user. And if you want to do so, then I even have a special discount for you, which I'll disclose to you in just about like a minute. With Unacademy Plus, as I said, you get to prepare with the top educators in the country. All of them are super efficient and really accomplished in their own fields. So with Unacademy Plus you get to have all of these benefits. You have a comprehensive syllabus, यानी कि आपको अपना पूरा syllabus structured way में मिलेगा, from maths, social science, Hindi, science, English, everything, and from the top educators of the country. So if you do not have the Unacademy Plus app, like, just do not waste more time. Go to the Play Store, the App Store, and download the Unacademy Learning app today. Alright, make an account, watch some free live classes, and you will get to know yourself why I'm persisting, why I'm insisting कि आप ये subscription लीजिए. You can also join our Telegram channel, which is Questions 10 CBSE, जहाँ पे आपको regular updates मिलेंगे about our upcoming live classes and YouTube classes. So you must join our app to stay updated and do not miss out on any of the amazing, amazing live classes that our educators conduct. For CBSE Class 9 subscription, which is what I'm teaching you, you should so the entire subscription is available for 12,500 a year, but if you use my referral code, which is SHRIYA, which is my name, you get a 10% off. You get an additional 10% off on this. So जो course आपको 12,500 का मिल रहा था, with my subscription code, with my referral code, you'll get it just for 11,250 rupees. So it's a super efficient manner. Like आप इसे किसी भी month पे apply कर सकते हैं, but then I would suggest you go for either the 6th month or the 12th month plan. Or if you're a 10th grader who's watching this, then you can use my referral code for getting subscription to any program, be it NEET का preparation, JEE का preparation, 9 to 12th का जो pack होता है. You can go for any of these. Just use my referral code SHRIYA and get a 10% off on any package that you want to take, which suits your preparation needs the best. So let's start for today. Do not forget about the Unacademy Plus subscription. So let's start for today. Unacademy 9 Standard. Let's crack it. आज हम पढ़ रहे हैं मैटर इन आवर सराउंडिंग्स, जो कि है हमारा फर्स्ट चैप्टर ऑफ केमिस्ट्री 9th स्टैंडर्ड. तो इसमें आज हम देखिए क्या क्या पढ़ेंगे. आज हम सबसे पहले तो विल गो इजी टुडे, विल गो स्लो, विल गो इजी, विल गो थ्रू द इंट्रोडक्शन, विल लर्न अबाउट व्हाट मैटर इज, मैटर को कैसे क्लासिफाई करते हैं, और फिजिकल नेचर ऑफ मैटर क्या होता है. Then we have characteristics of particles of matter. हम जानेंगे इन particles of matter की characteristics क्या होते हैं. Then we will learn about the states of matter, यानी कि जो 3 primary states है, solid, liquid, gas, plus इसके साथ हम Bose-Einstein condensate और plasma के बारे में भी जानेंगे. So that is what we're going to go through today. Stick with me, and by the end I also have some fun MCQs जो कि मैं आपके सामने solve करूँगी, ताकि आपको एक idea रहे कि what kind of questions can you expect, and it will also help you prepare your portion thoroughly, right? उसके बाद मैं menti quiz भी जल्दी hold करूँगी, so that you are ready. Alright. अब चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन के साथ. इसमें हम जानेंगे मैटर के बारे में, मैटर को किस बेसिस पे क्लासिफाई किया जाता था पहले और आज उसका क्या क्लासिफिकेशन है, एंड फिजिकल और केमिकल नेचर ऑफ मैटर के बारे में हम जानेंगे. तो चलिए, व्हाट इज मैटर, द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ मैटर एंड द फिजिकल नेचर ऑफ मैटर. तो व्हाट इज मैटर. सो गाइज, हमारे आसपास जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं ना, all of them are made up of matter. So it is in the clothes that we wear, the books that we read. हम जिस लैपटॉप या फ़ोन पे आप ये क्लास देख रहे हैं, that is matter. The water that we drink, which reminds me that I want to drink water right now. The clouds, the stars, everything around you is made up of matter. So what is this matter? Guys, it's everything around you. 1 second. Alright. So matter को हम ऐसे एक तरह से देख सकते हैं that anything that has mass and that occupies some space can be called matter. So let's delve a little deeper into it. चलिए देखते हैं कि matter को पहले classify कैसे किया जाता था. So humans have always been very curious about the things that are around them, है ना. हम हमेशा से ये जानना चाहते हैं कि ये कौन सी चीज़ है, इसे कैसे यूज़ करते हैं, etc etc. So similarly, ancient Indian philosophers जो होते थे, they also questioned the things around them. तो उन्होंने matter को 5 बेसिक एलिमेंट्स में क्लासिफाई किया और उन्होंने इसे पंचतत्व बोला. ये थे एयर, अर्थ, फायर, स्काई एंड वाटर. So they classified matter into 5 elements, which is the Panchtatva. And similarly, एक जो ancient Greeks थे, they also came to a similar classification. of matter. Alright, so we can see that even they were pretty close, but today, building up upon their classification, आज modern day scientists matter को classify करते हैं on basis of their chemical nature and on basis of their physical properties. So guys, मैं जल्दी से बता देती हूँ chemical nature और physical properties का मतलब क्या होता है. So physical properties is basically anything that belongs to that is a part of that element naturally. यानी कि उसका color, जैसे iodine का pink and stuff. So like the color, the shape, the size of an element without undergoing any chemical change is its physical characteristic, है ना? And chemical nature is how that element would react, okay, with upon a reaction with some other element, जैसे कि उसका oxidation, उसकी flammability, all of these are chemical properties of matter. And physical properties are उसका color, उसका density, and all of that is the physical property, which is there without undergoing any chemical change. So in this chapter, we are going to learn only about the physical properties of matter and not the chemical properties. So let's start. The physical nature of matter. इसमें हम देखते हैं कि matter has space between its particles. और ये एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए एक एक्टिविटी दी गई है, ठीक है, आपकी बुक में. और मैं एक्टिविटीज़ भी साथ में समझाऊंगी बिकॉज यू नो एंड इवन आई नो दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट्स होल्ड अ लॉट ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस इन योर बुक. सो आपको इसमें बेसिकली एक बीकर लेने बोला गया है जिसमें पानी है एंड यू मिक्स सम सॉल्ट इन इट, राइट. एंड जब आप स्टर करते हो तो आप देखिएगा जो वो सॉल्ट के सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स हैं दे आर नोवेयर टू बी फाउंड आफ्टर स्टरिंग द वाटर. And what does this prove? is कि salt के particles have gotten in between the spaces of the particles of water. And what does this prove? This proves that matter के particles have space between them, right? So matter is made up of small particles which have space between them. This is the first characteristic जो कि हम समझ सकते हैं. Moving on, the particles of matter are tiny. यानी कि ये जो particles होते हैं matter की ये बहुत छोटे होते हैं साइज में. और ये समझने के लिए एक दूसरा एक्सपेरिमेंट दिया गया है जहाँ पे आप 100 ml वाटर रखिए एक बीकर में और बाकी बीकर्स में 90 ml, ठीक है, बाकी 4 बीकर्स में. एंड आप फर्स्ट बीकर में 2 to 3 क्रिस्टल्स पोटेशियम पर मैंगनेट डालिए एंड उसका कलर यू सी कि द वाटर हैज टर्न लाइक पिंक. फिर आप उससे 10 ml निकालिए एंड दूसरे में डालिए एंड फिर उससे 10 ml निकालिए एंड दूसरे में डालिए. सो व्हेन दिस हैपेंस then you'll see that the color of the water, the diluted water, gets lighter and lighter, but it stays like उसमें एक हल्का pink tint रहेगा. And what does this pink tint prove? कि matter is made up of millions of tiny particles which keep on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. So even as we keep on taking that 10 ml of water and dividing it into a newer beaker with 90 ml of clear water, still we'll see a hue of pink tint, and this proves that matter is made up of very small particles which keep on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. So ये prove करता है that the particles of matter are very small in size. Alright, another characteristic of the particles of matter is that they are constantly moving, right? And ये हम आगे जाके भी पढ़ेंगे. But then this is proof when you take a beaker of water and you put some ink into it, any color of ink, and it spreads through the entire beaker very soon and it changes the color of that beaker. And what does that prove? That since it occupied the space between the particles of water in that beaker, it proved that that ink, those particles of ink, they moved. So particles of matter are also continuously moving. Now let's get to know the characteristics of the particles of matter. So they have space between them, जैसे कि हमने पढ़ा था. So in the previous activity, the particles of salt, they dissolved in water. That is why they indicated that there is space between the particles of matter. एंड दिस स्पेस वेरीज फ्रॉम सब्सटेंस टू सब्सटेंस. इससे क्या मतलब समझा हमने कि जो एलिमेंट जो वेरियस स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर्स होते हैं, यानी कि जो प्राइमरी स्टेट्स हम लेके चलेंगे सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस, उनमें उनके बीच में स्पेस जो होती है इट वेरीज इन द सेंस दैट सॉलिड्स हैव मैक्सिमम मिनिमम स्पेस बिटवीन देम, followed by liquids which have solids से ज़्यादा थोड़ा, and gases which have maximum spaces between them. So spaces vary from the states of matter to another state of matter. So the particles of matter are continuously moving. ये तो मैंने बताया था. So why are they continuously moving? It is because these particles possess kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? It is the energy that is possessed by an object due to its motion. So the particles possess kinetic energy due to which they are constantly in motion. तो और काइनेटिक एनर्जी गाइस इट इज़ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेम्परेचर, यानी कि जैसे ही टेम्परेचर बढ़ता है काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑल्सो इंक्रीजेस, एंड सिमिलरली व्हेन द टेम्परेचर डिक्रीजेस द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑल्सो डिक्रीजेस. So with an increase in temperature, the kinetic energy also increases, as a result of which the particles start moving faster, which helps them to intermix with each other. And now that we've come to intermixing, let's talk a little about diffusion. What is diffusion, guys? It is the process in which the particles of different types of matter intermix on their own with the particles of one matter occupies the space between the particles of another matter. यानी कि दिस इज द प्रोसेस जहाँ पे अलग अलग टाइप्स ऑफ मैटर खुद में इंटरमिक्स हो जाते हैं विदाउट एक्सटर्नल इंटरफेरेंस, एंड द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ वन मैटर दे ऑक्यूपाई द स्पेस बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ अनदर मैटर. जैसे कि हमने देखा था इन द केस ऑफ द इंक थ्रू वाटर, राइट? सो दैट इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डिफ्यूजन. द पार्टिकल्स अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. So the particles of matter, they attract each other. They are held together by a force of attraction. How they are held together by a force of attraction? और ये जो force of attraction है, this again like space, it varies between different states of matter. The force of attraction is maximum between the solids, which is why the space is minimum between the solids. The force of attraction is थोड़ा कम compared to solids in liquids, which is why the space between the particles of liquid are a little more than they are in solid, because the force of attraction is also thoda kam. And then we have gases where the force of attraction is minimum and the spaces between the particles is maximum. So we can arrange the different states of matter in the decreasing order of the force of attraction as the following: solids, liquids and gases. तो अभी तक guys हमने क्या जान लिया? अभी तक हमने जान लिया that matter के particles have space between them, that they are continuously moving on account of the kinetic energy that they possess. And क्या और जान लिया? हमने ये भी जान लिया that the particles of matter have a force of attraction between them. And जो space और force of attraction होता है, it differs with the state of matter that we're talking about. Similarly, the kinetic energy also differs with the state of matter that we're talking about. जो solids हैं उनमें minimum रहती है. They possess, the particles still possess kinetic energy, but it is represented in the sense that solid में जो particles होते हैं they vibrate to the max because of the lack of space and maximum force of attraction. इसलिए kinetic energy को जो रहता है in the particles, they don't get space to move around, so they vibrate. Liquids में थोड़ी ज़्यादा kinetic energy रहती है, which makes it easier to move. Fluidity होती है उसमें, and then we come to gases जिसमें kinetic energy maximum होती है. All right, guys. So we have talked about this. Now let's talk about the states of matter. States of matter: solid, लिक्विड और गैसेस, जो कि हमारे 3 प्राइमरी स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर हैं, एंड प्लाज्मा एंड बोस-आइंस्टाइन कॉन्डेंसेट. इनके बारे में भी हम पढ़ेंगे. सो स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर. सो लेट्स लर्न अबाउट द 3 प्राइमरी स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर: सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. Solids have a definite shape and boundary. ये मैं एक एक करके एक्सप्लेन भी करूंगी. Definite shape and boundary हमें याद रखना है. Solids also have a fixed volume. The particles in solid are tightly packed so they don't move much. They have low kinetic energy. Solids are rigid with negligible compressibility. अब इनका हम मतलब देखते हैं. Since solids have particles that have minimum spaces, maximum forces of energy between them, they have a definite shape and boundary, है ना? Because spaces between them are so less, like एकदम negligible रहती है, so it gives them a definite shape. I'm so sorry. It gives them a definite shape and boundary. Solid के examples में you can take anything which is a solid, so you can see the definite shapes, the definite boundaries. You won't see this in the case of water, right? They have a fixed volume. The particles in solid are tightly packed. They don't move much. They are dense. The density in solids is maximum. Density is what? अब density का formula आपकी book में दिया है. Go and check it out. All right. It is mass by volume. All right. So the particles in solid are tightly packed, so they don't move much. They have low kinetic energy. ये तो मैंने बताया था. They have low kinetic energy. So what do these particles do? They vibrate about in their own positions. Solids are also rigid and they have negligible compressibility. यानी कि आप उन्हें compress करने की कोशिश करिएगा, then you probably won't be able to compress them because उनकी compressibility इतनी low है. क्योंकि they have lack of space between them, so they'll probably break under pressure. But you can take the example of rubber bands. आप बोलोगे कि मैम हम rubber bands को stretch करते हैं तो उनका तो shape change हो जाता है. Similarly हम sponge को करने की कोशिश करते हैं compress, then वो हो जाता है. It is because guys, when we talk about rubber bands, so rubber bands, when you pull them apart, so that is on application of force, right? And when you let go of that force, they come back to their original shape. Similarly, in the case of स्पॉन्ज, ठीक है, तो स्पॉन्ज में आप देखिएगा बहुत सारे होल्स हैं एंड दीज होल्स गिव स्पेसेस टू पार्टिकल्स ऑफ एयर टू कम इन बिटवीन देम. तो आप जब इसलिए करते हैं, इट यू आर एबल टू कंप्रेस इट बिकॉज ऑफ द होल्स इन इट विच हैव एयर, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाई सॉलिड्स हैव नेग्लिजिबल कंप्रेसिबिलिटी बिकॉज दे आर रिजिड. उनके पास लो काइनेटिक एनर्जी होती है. The particles are tightly packed so they don't move much. They have a fixed volume and definite shape and boundary. So now that we've learned all about solids, let's come to liquids. So guys, liquids have no definite shape and they take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. They do have a definite volume. The particles in liquid are more loosely packed than in solids, so they can move around freely. Liquids can dissolve in liquids, which is indicative of the space between the particles. ये हमने देखा था when we mix salt in the beaker. Liquids are fluid, that is they can flow from one place to another. And even though, ये इस पे ध्यान देने की जरूरत नहीं, even though comparatively less dense solids, liquids are difficult to compress. Okay? तो हमने लिक्विड्स के बारे में क्या क्या जान लिया कि लिक्विड्स का कोई डेफिनेट शेप नहीं होता है. दे टेक अप द शेप ऑफ द कंटेनर इन विच दे आर केप्ट, बट दे डू हैव अ फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम, है ना? सो नो डेफिनेट शेप, टेक अप द शेप ऑफ द कंटेनर, बट दे डू हैव अ फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम. दे आर मोर लूजली पैक्ड दैन इन सॉलिड्स. आप इस डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं, मोर लूजली पैक्ड दैन इन सॉलिड्स, सो द पार्टिकल्स कैन मूव अराउंड फ्रीली. सॉलिड्स लिक्विड्स में डिसॉल्व कर सकते हैं, विच इज़ एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द फैक्ट कि लिक्विड्स के पार्टिकल्स के बीच में स्पेसेस होते हैं और इन्हीं स्पेसेस के बीच में सॉलिड्स डिसॉल्व भी करते हैं. सो सॉलिड्स कैन डिसॉल्व इन लिक्विड्स विच इज़ इंडिकेटिव ऑफ द स्पेस बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स. लिक्विड्स की एक प्रॉपर्टी होती है उनकी फ्लूइडिटी, यानी कि वो फ्लो कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. And even though comparatively they are less dense, मैंने density के बारे में बताया था आपको, तो even the liquids are less dense than solids, but they are still hard to compress. आप एक glass of पानी को press करने की कोशिश करिएगा, then it will spill out of the sides. What does this mean? That it's not easy to compress. You cannot compress solids. Alright. So हमने जान लिया solids के बारे में, liquids के बारे में. अब चलिए पढ़ते हैं gases के बारे में. So gases have no definite shape, boundary or fixed volume. इनका ना ही definite shape होता है, ना ही definite boundary होती है, nor do they have a fixed volume. The particles in gases have enormous spaces between them and are continuously moving, as a result of which they also exert pressure on the walls of the container in which they are kept. ये जो gases होते हैं, they have very high kinetic energy in them, as a result of which they are continuously moving. और इस movement की वजह से if they are within a container, then ये जो walls है container की उस पर भी pressure डालते हैं, since they keep hitting these walls. The gases are highly compressible and therefore large quantities of gases can be compressed and transported in containers. क्योंकि gases के बीच में इतनी spaces होती है that makes them easy to compress. Alright? और gases बहुत आसानी से compress होती हैं and they are easy to transport also. आप example में CNG ले सकते हैं, LPG ले सकते हैं, etc. They are all compressed gases. Alright? So large spaces amongst the particles can help them diffuse easily. You can see the large amount of spaces between these particles, and these large amount of spaces help with easy diffusion ka process. Gases are also considered fluid. So guys, not just liquids, gases are also considered to be fluid. अब हमने जान लिया है gases के बारे में. They have no definite shape, boundary or fixed. They do not have a fixed volume. The particles in gases have enormous spaces between them. They are continuously moving, as a result of which they also exert pressure on the walls. Gases are highly compressible, इसीलिए large quantities are transported easily. Large spaces amongst the particles help them diffuse easily, and gases are also considered fluids. So we have now learned about solids, liquids and gases. Now let's come to plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. So plasma. So the particles in the state of plasma are super energetic and excited and in the form of ionized gases. Ionization का मतलब है guys, तो when basically an atom gives or takes electrons, it gains a positive या एक negative charge. तो उसके बाद जो atom बचता है after giving, so it has a positive या एक negative charge and it is called an ion. So the particles in this state are super energetic and excited and they are in the form of ionized gases. तो इसके एग्जाम्पल्स में हम देख सकते हैं जो फ्लोरोसेंट ट्यूब होता है या फिर द नियॉन साइंस दैट वी हैव इन रेस्टोरेंट्स दीज डेज, दे कंसिस्ट ऑफ प्लाज्मा पार्टिकल्स. तो जो गैसेस होती है इनसाइड दीज ट्यूब्स, दे गेट आयोनाइज्ड which creates a plasma that glowing inside of it. The plasma glows with a special color and this special color it depends on the nature of the gas जो कि है उसके अंदर ट्यूब के अंदर. Similarly, the sun and the stars, they also glow because of the pressure of the plasma in them, which is created because of very high temperatures. तो हमने क्या समझा? प्लाज्मा जो होता है, प्लाज्मा के स्टेट में particles are super energetic and in the form of ionized gases. इसके एग्जाम्पल हम देख सकते हैं फ्लोरोसेंट ट्यूब में, नियॉन साइन बल्ब्स में, which consist of plasma. The gases inside these tubes get ionized, which creates a plasma glowing inside of it. जो glow होता है, it depends on the nature of the gas, okay? और जो sun, stars वगैरह होते हैं, they also glow because of the pressure of the plasma जो कि है उनके अंदर, which is created because of very high temperatures. Okay, जहाँ पे भी very energetic, excited, moving, then वहाँ पे आप समझ लीजिए high temperature की बात हो रही है, kinetic energy बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay, we've now learned about plasma also. Now let's learn about the Bose-Einstein condensate. तो सत्येंद्र नाथ बोस जो थे, उन्होंने 1920 में कुछ कैलकुलेशंस किए थे और उन्हीं कैलकुलेशंस पे बेस्ड 1920 में अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन ने एक नया स्टेट ऑफ मैटर प्रेडिक्ट किया था और ये स्टेट ऑफ मैटर कहलाने लगा बोस-आइंस्टाइन कॉन्डेंसेट. So basically, in 1920, Albert Einstein he predicted a new state of matter based on the based on the calculations of the scientist Satyendranath Bose, and this came to be called the Bose-Einstein condensate. तो जो Bose-Einstein condensate है, this is formed by cooling a gas of extremely low density, about 100,000 the density of normal air, to super low temperatures. Bose-Einstein कैसे form होता है? By cooling a gas जिसकी बहुत कम डेंसिटी है, 100,000 the density of normal air, उतनी कम डेंसिटी को आप कूल करते हैं to super low temperatures, then you get the state of matter called the Bose-Einstein condensate. American scientists Cornell, Kettrell and Wieman, they received the Nobel Prize in 2001 because they achieved the Bose-Einstein condensate. Alright guys, so kinetic energy, obviously since temperatures are super low, kinetic energy बहुत low, minimum, negligible होती है. So we've learned about solids, liquids, gases, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. So effect of change on temperature. So as temperature increases, जो kinetic energy है वो भी increase करती है. Kinetic energy increase करने की वजह से the particles they start to vibrate और ज़्यादा जल्दी. मैंने बताया था because kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature. The heat energy overcomes the force of attraction between the particles, और जो particles हैं they move around freely and matter can change its state. तो similarly जैसे ही temperature कम होता है, the particles come closer and the force of attraction gets stronger and particles come closer and matter changes its state again. So इसी तरह से solid पे जब आप heat apply करेगा, then it will come into liquid. Liquid पे जब heat, तो that will come into gases. Then liquid जब cool करेगा, then it will come into solids, और gases जब cool करेगा, then liquid. Okay. So we understand this change of state through the example of water, ice and water vapor. अब हम बाकी change of state of matter के बारे में next lesson में पढ़ेंगे. We'll get to know how temperature and pressure affect the state of matter. We'll get to know more about water vapor. We'll get to know more about vaporization, evaporation in the next lesson. So please tune in. अभी मैं आपको इतने देर का recap कर देती हूँ जल्दी से. Alright. So everything around us is made up of matter, which is in turn made up of tiny particles that have space in between them. तो मैटर कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इन टर्म्स ऑफ केमिकल नेचर, फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. मैंने दोनों के मतलब आपको एक्सप्लेन किए हुए हैं. द पार्टिकल्स आर कॉन्स्टेंटली मूविंग, काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड आर हेल्ड टुगेदर बाय अ फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन जो कि डिफर करता है फ्रॉम स्टेट टू स्टेट. सॉलिड में मैक्सिमम एंड गैसेस में मिनिमम फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. Matter exists in 3 different states जिनके बारे में हमने पढ़ा, solids, liquids and gases. It exists in more states than that, but these are the 3 primary states. Okay. These are the differences between solids, liquids and gases. So solids have very strong intermolecular force. Liquids have stronger intermolecular force than gases, but they are weaker than solids. और gases have intermolecular force of attraction that is negligible, यानी कि बहुत ही कम. Solids का definite shape होता है, liquids का कोई definite shape नहीं होता है. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. और gases का कोई definite shape नहीं होता है, ना ही definite volume होता है. Solids have no intermolecular space, negligible. Intermolecular space liquids में present होती है, even though it is not that much, but it is definitely more than solids. और gases have the maximum enormous intermolecular space. आप जैसे एक कोने में अगर बत्ती जलाएगा तो you'll see कि it has spread through the entire room. Why? Because gases have minimum force of attraction, maximum intermolecular space, so they'll spread through the entire room. Solids are almost negligible compressibility होती है उनकी. Liquids also cannot be compressed, but gases can be compressed very easily. They are very easy to transport also because of this feature. Sorry. Solids have a definite shape and volume. Liquids have a definite volume, but they do not have a definite shape. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. And gases, neither do they have a definite shape, nor do they have a definite volume. So it's pretty convenient to remember this table. अब चलिए जल्दी से कुछ MCQs करते हैं. So which of the following cannot be considered a form of matter? Atom, humidity, water या electron. So atom is definitely a form of matter. It occupies some space. It has mass. Same goes for water and same goes for electron. But क्या नहीं होगा एक state of matter? Humidity, right? तो इसका आंसर है B, humidity. When a teaspoon of solid sugar is dissolved in a glass of liquid water, what phase or phases are present after mixing? तो सॉलिड तो केवल नहीं रहेगा, स्टिल सॉलिड एंड लिक्विड भी नहीं रहेगा, नन ऑफ दीज भी नहीं होगा. सो क्या होगा? लिक्विड ओनली, बिकॉज दिस सॉलिड शुगर इट टेक्स अप द स्पेसेस बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ वाटर. Which of the following statements is not true regarding the characteristic of matter? इनमें से कौन सी स्टेटमेंट सही नहीं है? Particles of matter are randomly moving in all directions. Kinetic energy of the particles increases with a rise in temperature. Kinetic energy of the particles of all matter remains the same at a particular temperature, or particles of matter diffuse into each other on their own. So guys, we know that this is true. We know that this is true. We know that this is true. So गलत क्या हुआ? ये kinetic energy of particles of all matter remains same at a particular temperature is not true. The interparticle force of attraction is the strongest in solids. When we put some crystals of potassium permanganate in a beaker containing water, we observe that sometimes the whole water has turned pink. Is it due to boiling? I don't think so. Is it due to melting of the potassium permanganate crystals? I don't think so. Not because of sublimation. ये हम next chapter में पढ़ेंगे sublimation का concept. It is because of diffusion. That's right. Which one of the following statements is not true? The molecules in a solid vibrate about in a fixed position. This is true. The molecules in gas exert negligibly small forces on each other except during collisions. This is true. The molecules of gas occupy all the space available. This is also true. So गलत क्या हुआ? Molecules in gas liquids are arranged in a regular pattern. This isn't true. ये गलत statement है. So इसका answer हुआ B, because we are talking about which of these is not true. Now, a form of matter has no fixed shape, but it has a fixed volume. No fixed shape, but fixed volume. So krypton is a form of gas, and we know that gases do not have a fixed volume. Carbon steel, carbon dioxide. Okay, both of them, they do not qualify because carbon steel has fixed volume, fixed shape. This carbon dioxide doesn't have a fixed volume or fixed shape. So we have kerosene, which is an example of a liquid. So इसका correct answer होगा B, kerosene. This is the last question, right? So I'm going to leave it to you to solve and give me the answer down in the comments below. The question is, the state of matter which consists of super energetic particles in the form of ionized gases are called what? Gaseous state, liquid state, Bose-Einstein condensate, या plasma state. Okay. Super easy. If you paid attention throughout the class, you will get the answer of this. Comment your answer down below. And yeah guys, thank you so much. In the next lesson we are going to be learning about what causes change in the state of matter. We're going to be learning more about evaporation. We're going to take up some more MCQs, so please stay tuned. Till then, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Unacademy's Let's Crack It CBSE 9th and 10th channel. If you like this, if you have any doubts that you want me to take up, then please comment them down below. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're not a plus student, then please use my code, which is SHRIYA, and get a 10% off on Unacademy's Plus subscription. 1 second. Sorry about that. Then please get a 10% off on Unacademy's Plus subscription. by using my referral code, which is SHRIYA, my name. Hit the bell icon which is down below for notifications of when we come live, for when we are premiering our episodes. So do not forget to hit the bell icon. You can join our Telegram group, which is Questions 10th CBSE. You'll find the link of that down below in the description. You will get latest updates about our upcoming videos on that group. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. You can also follow me on my Unacademy page, which is Shreya Kaushal 1. You'll also find a link of that in the description. Do not forget to comment your answers down below to the last MCQ. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you again very soon with part 2 of Matter in Our Surroundings. Bye bye.